Today we are going to change the fuel filter on a 5055E John Deere tractor. So the fuel filter is underneath, kind of hard to access when you have the front loader on, but you're gonna actually be working on both sides. So the fuel filter is right here. There is a plastic retaining clip around here that you'll unscrew and this will drop down. Also, you'll need to open up this bleed screw here, and there's a pump up on the top to let the air out. The parts that you're going to need are your fuel filter. You can see the part number there for the 5055E. An adjustable wrench, or you can use the 9/16. It's going to fit on really tight, which is good for the lines. But when they paint it at the factory, that green paint kind of thickens it up a little bit, so it might be hard to get on. Then you're going to need the flat tip screwdriver, and that's for the bleed screw. And you will need a half inch socket, and that's for another bleed screw as well. All right, to start with, you just want to make sure there's no pressure on the lines, and so take that 9/16 and you're going to loosen up right here. Just give it a couple turns. It's going to bleed for us. We're just relieving some of the pressure so we can check and get diesel and all the air out after we change the filter. And we also need to loosen up this screw here. So give it a few turns. There you go, you can see the diesel dripping out. That's good. I'm gonna give this top one a little bit more. Remember, you're just loosening them. You are not taking them off. All right. So make sure when you change your fuel filter that the engine's cool. You don't want diesel coming all over the hot engine. Also, John Deere puts this as a 500 hour interval. So this clip here just screws on, it's plastic. So just spin it around. Make sure you don't break it because you'll need to use it again. Then the filter will pull right down. And you might have, like me, have these lines that are in the way. So you just kind of work around those. There you go. I'm trying to catch this diesel. All right. All right, so we have the new fuel filter. We have the ring that's cleaned up, so that way there's no dust getting into our new fuel. Now, if you notice on this filter, see there's the little bumps? Well, those bumps have to fit in the right slots. So when you're coming here, you can kind of put your finger up and you'll feel the inside. There's a groove to this left-hand side. It's that larger groove, and that is for this right here. And you'll see that there is a groove for that little hole, or that little bump right there. It sits right about there. And then once you line that up right, it should pop all the way up into the slot, and you'll be able to put your green ring right on. I can't do it one-handed, but you'll get it. All right, so then when you turn and put the clip back on, make sure it's only hand tight. It should line up kind of straight with the front, and you know that's tight. Then you're gonna wanna loosen right here. Just give it like a turn so you can see the fuel coming out. That is your bleeder screw. So we're going to pump and make sure all the air is out of the lines. So it'll help a lot if you have a second person at this side while one person pumps on the other side of the tractor. The other person can be on this side, and make sure that when you're pumping that you're getting fuel come out and that you're not getting air, and it shouldn't spurt. Like there's gonna be like spurts of air in between. You wanna make a nice, clean, constant flow of diesel coming out before you tighten these. That will ensure there's no air in the lines. The pump is right here on top. You don't have to pull up, you just push down. You can hear it. First couple times, it will have less movement as it's mostly air. But then as you pump, you'll get that diesel that's filling it up. So I've had a steady flow, so now I'm going to tighten everything up. Start from up here. And you just go back and basically tighten your line at the top. You're not gonna get crazy with it. You don't wanna bend that line, but you wanna make sure it's snug. I think John Deere says like 20 pounds or something like that. And then you're gonna tighten this nut here. Oh. All right, so that's snug. All right, now don't forget to tighten up this last one here. And again, it's a plastic piece, so don't get crazy with it. And then make sure down below that your water drain is on tight and that you don't have any leaks. I would dry everything with some towels before starting it up. That way you'll be able to identify if you have any leaks in the lines.